Good morning, good morning, good morning. Got on earrings today, y'all. I'm getting better every day. Just kidding. These are my push classic collection earrings from Kate, who is also a member of the BBU tribe. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you on this fabulous Thursday morning? I think they said we're about to get a storm, so it's a little overcasty. Yeah, it's definitely overcasty. No sun at all. It is overcasty. How is it where you are? Is it freezing where you are? Is it warm where you are? How's the weather over there? So I want to say good morning to everybody in the room. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing this morning? You already know. Put I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed in the chat. But I'm blessed in the chat. And today we are talking about pushing past our comfort zone, right? Pushing past our comfort zone, showing up for ourselves, being consistent, doing the things that is necessary and required for you to get to that next level and operating in that level, operating in your zone of genius. And everything that you do surrounding your genius has to be complementary to the thing, right? So everybody fan out, fan out, fan out. Tell everybody come on in here. And we are going to get started. You guys put I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Oh, yes. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning. Put I'm blessed in the chat. I am blessed in the chat. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Today is going to be a challenging one for everybody because I am going to challenge you guys to operate outside of your comfort zone. I am challenging you to do something that you would not normally do. So, that's what we got going on today. And I got my notes ready. I only have a page and a little bit. I don't have a lot of notes. Yeah, I don't have a lot of notes, but I got notes. I got notes. I got notes. I'm blessed, although the temperature is dropping to 12 degrees tonight. 12 degrees in Texas? I know Jules said it was going to be, they're supposed to have like some like icy storm down there. And she said it was dropping from 80 to 20 degrees. I was like, mm-mm. We're below freezing in DFW today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope you got some food and stuff just in case the power go out. You have some things that you can eat right out of the cabinet. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed in the chat. Let me know how the weather is where you are. And then we're going to get right into this good. I'm not going to say the good word, but it's the word. It's the good word for the morning. Good morning, April. What's going on with all the beautiful beat faces this week? I'm trying to change. I'm telling you, I gotta be the change I want to see in the world, right? So if I want you guys to share out my content, I don't want to share it like I just rolled out of the bed and I'm about to go pull a 18-hour shift. I want to look like I want to look decent. So I'm being the change that I want to see. So I'm starting now so I can kick it off fresh for the new year, right? I'm getting into the habit now so I could get fresh for the new year, y'all. Right? Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. She inspired me to get dressed this morning. Okay, that's right, Miss Jasmine. Get dressed. Show up. Show up for yourself. Yes, yes, and yes. It's 40 in Georgia today. Well, y'all still got warmer weather than us here in Pennsylvania and in Texas. And in Texas, we're supposed to have like an ice storm. And I think it's supposed to have a weather advisory into tomorrow. But girl, not working in loungewear today. Yes, Jasmine, let me tell you something. You got to show up for the things that you want, right? You got to dress the part. You got to be the part. You got to act the part because you're going to be ready for when opportunity comes, you are ready, right? So you got to show up ready to go. Show up ready to go. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Yolanda. It's like 25, minus 25 in Minnesota. It's 16. It's 16 in the morning. Can't wait to get out of here. Where you going, Latrice? Where are you going? Where are you moving to? So everybody, if you have not yet put I'm blessed in the chat, make sure you put I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed in the chat. I have been, I take a lot of classes and a lot of things. And every time I take a class, they always have a Facebook group. And thank you so much, Yolanda. They always have these Facebook groups and they challenge everybody to go in there and go live, right? And so, I mean, not go live, but go in and make a video introducing themselves and their business. So it gets them out of their comfort zone. So it gets them familiar with going live on their platforms, right? So that's what I want to do. So that's why you see the Facebook link in the bottom is actually not a link. It's just where you can see the website, and you could just go into Facebook and type Bubble Babes University and go on in and join. There's two pages. One is the business page and one is a group page. And I got to bring those two together. But sign up. If you see both of them, sign up for both of them, because I do want you to go live. And the one that I want you to go live in is going to be the one that has the laptop behind it, and it says inspire, teach, and grow. I want you guys to put it in that one. So yes. So since I seen it, I was like, it's gotta work because everybody does it. So let's see if it works. I want you guys to get on there, go into the group, introduce yourself, introduce your business in a video, and tell everybody how they can find you. And then what's your why? So who you are, what you do, how to find your business, and why you do it. Right? I got on my Push Classic collections, girl. Good morning, Kay. I saw it and I shared it in my story. I'm doing my video today of these amazing candles. Let me see. Oh, you got your Secret Santa gift? Thank you. Thank you. I'll take a picture for you. I'll take some pictures for you. I'm going to Florida. Oh, yes, you are going to Florida Friday. Yes, and yes. Oh, but you said it's going to be cold in Florida too. Good morning, Janae. Good morning. Good morning. Did I say good morning, Betty Rose? Good morning, Betty Rose. I need to order these earrings. Are these called the Nickies? Wait, what? I got one. I have a pair, but I don't know which one they are. But yes, these earrings, they're so lightweight. I love these things. And I don't like big earrings. I like a little hoop. You know what I'm saying? And I'll even go like this size hoop. But I don't really care for earrings. But these are so lightweight. I love them. It's not pulling my hole down. I like that. I like that. And let me tell you a little story. The reason why I don't like heavy earrings, Miss Nickie's favorites. The reason why I don't like heavy earrings is because my grandmother I don't know what happened, but she had earrings in her ear, and one of the children, I don't know who it was, it definitely wasn't me. One of the children pulled her earring out her ear because it was heavy, and pulled it right and split her lobe. And so from then on, I never wanted to wear heavy earrings, because I was like, and then the other one was like heavy, like if she was wearing gauges, like, you know what I mean? But they were like, it was slit, but it was big. And I was like, I never want that on my ear. Never. So I would I would never wear heavy earrings because of that. So my grandmother scarred me for life. Yes, I talked about Coffee with Nikki, BBU, and BCMC in the real. Okay, cousin. Yes, and yes. All right, so everybody, y'all got to be up for the challenge, because if this is the time that you are going to, you say that you're committing to change and you're changing the new you for the better you, we are going to start doing the challenges. So the challenge is to go into the Facebook group that you see right there. And I want you guys, not right now, at some point in today, I want you to go into the group and I want you to post up a video, and I want you to introduce yourself, introduce your business, how we can find you, and why you started. 70 degrees in Florida. All right, everybody. If everybody got the challenge, please put a 1 in the chat. If you did not understand the challenge, put a 2. 1 if you got the challenge, 2 if you didn't understand or you didn't catch it. Let me know. South Florida. All right, Latrice going to the hot weather. All right. All right. So 2 didn't catch it. Got you. All right. So the challenge is, you see down at the bottom of the screen, I have the Facebook group, right? I want you guys to become members. If you are not a member of my Facebook group, go on over there and request. I think I have 2 of them. I have a group and a business. Request both of them because I have to link those 2 together. Request both of them. Go live in the group that has the white laptop with the yellow and it says inspire, encourage, and teach or something like that. A safe space for makers to grow, learn, and grow their business. That one, I want you to leave a video, right? I want you to post a video and I want you to say who you are, what is your business, how we can find you, and why you started your business. Don't make it a 2-second video. Well, 1-2 minute, 2 to 4 minutes is good, right? Explaining who you are. I want you to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable, right? I want you to get comfortable with executing quickly. I want you to get comfortable with doing the things that make you say, oh, you're apprehensive about. I want you to do the things that are going to be useful for your business. I want you to do the things that are going to get you out there to your customers so that you can feel free to communicate with your customers and not feel self-conscious about it. So this is why I want you to do the challenges, because I want you to get comfortable with that uncomfortability. Yes, yes, and yes. So everybody, I want you to go live at some point in this day in the Facebook group. There's the Facebook group down there at the bottom. Join it and put the video up. Who you are, what you do, how we can find you, and why you do it. Right? That's what I want you to do. I want everybody to say, I commit. I commit. I want you to commit. If you don't commit to doing these little things, you're not going to commit to the big things in your business. So you want to get yourself into the habit of committing to doing the small things so that you could do the big. When the big things do happen, you are ready and able to do it. This is going to get you more comfortable with your lives. This is going to get you more comfortable with being in front of your people. This is going to be, this is going to get you comfortable with you selling out in markets and things like that. If you're comfortable within yourself, then you wouldn't feel self-conscious about when you're selling your product to somebody else, because you know what you look like, you know what you sound like, and you know what you're selling. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Stasia. Good morning. I commit. Everybody say, I commit. Did I say good morning to you this morning? Good morning. Everybody say, I commit. I commit. I commit. I commit. Good morning, Trina. Good morning, Trina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The challenge is to join the Facebook group right there. I want you to put a video up. I want you to post it today. It doesn't have to be right now or right after this. It could be at any point of this day, but I want you to challenge yourself to do it. And I want you to say who you are, what you do, how we can find you, and why you do it. Right? I want you to get comfortable. I want you to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Yes, yes, and yes, right? So everybody, I think we got it. Everybody say, I commit, I commit, I commit, I commit. And then if you're saying to yourself, oh, these exercises don't work, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be in the same place the next time, and you're going to be saying the same thing the next time, and the next time, and the next time, and the next time. I was looking at some notes I've taken from previous classes, and I'm like, I didn't even do some of the stuff in here. This is probably why things didn't happen the way I projected them to happen, because I didn't even do the things. Let me get in the habit of doing all the things. So once I start getting in the habit of doing all the things start moving, right? So I want you to get into the habit of doing the things. Yes, yes, and yes. Exercises, all of that, because this is about your growth, right? You cannot grow if you're not trying. If you're not even working towards it, if you're not working out, you cannot grow, right? So I commit, everybody. I commit, I commit, I commit. Good morning, Sandra. I commit, I commit, I commit. All right, so we're pushing past our comfort zone. Today is a new day and we have a new outlook, right? So we have new dreams, new goals. And yes, the year is approaching, the new year is approaching, but you also need to know this is just not about a new year. This is just about the new you, period. right? It's not just about a new year coming and so I need to make a change. No, it's about you needing to make the change because you need to make the change for yourself. Should this have been in the middle of the year, in the third quarter of the year, or whatever, you could still change at any time, right? You're always going to be evolving. So you can do that whenever you want. Yes? So, yes, it's new year, new me. You know, people say that, but we are going to say it's a new day. It's a new day, not just a new year. It's a new day. It's a new day for me. So it's a new outlook for myself. And I'm going to be the me that I want to be. I'm going to be the me that I project myself to be. I'm going to be the me that I dream myself to be. I'm going to be the me that I need to be a beast in the business. I'm going to be the me that I need to be to take care of my family, to end generational, wealth. Well, not end it, start it. But this is the new year, right? This is the new time for me to build these things, right? It's starting with me, right? Generational wealth is starting with me. I'm leaving legacy. I'm helping my family. I'm retiring people. I'm hiring people. I'm doing things. I'm moving things. I'm moving and shaking. I'm helping communities. I'm building, you know what I'm saying? So I'm building financial freedom. I'm building. So you're building the new you. Everybody agrees? One's in the chat, one's in the chat, one's in the chat if you believe me. Well, not believe me. One in the chat if you agree with me. One in the chat if you agree with me. This is a new day. This is a new day for me to become the new me. And it's not going to come to you all together at one time. It may require you to do some things. It may require you to learn some things. It may require you to take some classes. It may require you to experiment. It may require you to do some things that you are not used to doing. But in order for you to do those things to become the new you, you need to do those things that are going to help you on the inside, become the person that you want to be, and be the beast that you want to be on the outside. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes? All right. So new day, new outlook. Every single day. If you didn't do what you wanted to do the previous day, we were saying this before. If you didn't show up for yourself the way you wanted to the day before, you didn't show up for yourself the year before, you didn't show up for yourself a week before, you know what I'm saying? You didn't show up for yourself 5 years ago. Today is a new day. Today is the day you can start fresh. Today you have a clear slate. None of that has to matter. None of that has to matter, and none of that has to get stuck on you, because today you can create the new you that you need to be. You can create the identity that you need to be for you to have that beast mode, to activate your beast mode, right? You have everything that you need to get it, right? So I am committed to becoming the new me. I'm committed to becoming a new me. Period. Whatever I need, I'm going to get. Whatever needs to happen in order for those things to move into place, I'm going to make them happen. I'm not going to allow other people to pull my strings. I am going to be in control. Remember, this is your path, your destination. You are on your own road. So you dictate what you want to do. You dictate where you want to go, how fast you want to get there, and you get to dictate that. We don't have, the thing is, we think that our old pattern of thinking is that other people controls it. Because of somebody else, this is why I'm the way I am. Because of this, the cards wasn't just in my favor, so this is what happened to me. That's all the old way of thinking. The new way of thinking is, I got this. I could do whatever I want to do. Whatever happened to me yesterday is not happening to me today. Today is the day that I decide that I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to move through, and I'm going to pull through, right? Today is the day that I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to pull through. Period. Whatever it takes. And I want everybody to say, I'm going to be me, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I'm going to be the new me, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Because the person that I want to be, or the positions that I want, have nothing to do with the old me and my old way of thinking and my old limiting beliefs and my old frame of mind. The person that I want to be is fearless. The person that I want to be is confident. The person that I want to be is strong. And in order for me to do those things, I need to do the work, and I am committed to do the work. I'm committed to do the work for myself. I'm committed to do the work for my family. I'm committed to do the work for my business. I'm committed to do the work for my soul. I'm committed to do the work for my growth. I'm committed. I'm committed. Good morning, sis. Good morning. I am committed. Whatever it takes. Everybody, I want you to put in the chat, whatever it takes. And every action that you take is always going, from this moment on, every action, I want you to think about it and say, is this moving me towards the person that I need to be or I want to be? Is this moving me towards it, or is it moving me away from it? And if it's moving you away from it, then you need to let that go. Like we said yesterday, everything can't stay with you. Everybody can't go with you, right? So you got to let it go, because that's not a part of your new identity. And you can create as many identities as you want. I don't care. Well, you need to be you. No, people who know the old you keep you stuck in the old you, right? People who know the old you keep you stuck in the new you, because how could you be this whole new person? How could you be this person who knows all this stuff? How do you know all of this stuff? Because I learned, I taught myself, I did this, I did that, I grew, right? But the people who know the old you, they keep you stuck there. This is the same way, like when you see somebody and you see somebody, you know, you grow up with somebody, maybe they had a kid or whatever. Every time you don't see them for a long time, you see the kid and they grow up. Life is going to grow them. They got to grow up, right? So, but when we see them, they're stuck as the little baby, right? Oh, I remember when they were such a little baby. Oh, you were such a happy little baby. You were such a little, and then you go revert back to that memory, back to that time, because that's where you were stuck at in that moment. And people are stuck in that moment with you, right? The old me used to party and used to do this and used to do that, used to drink and smoke and da 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 da. That's not the new me. And then when you go and you show up and y'all haven't seen each other in a long time, and you go, maybe that person is still the same, right? And you go, when you guys meet up and you like, they like, oh, let me buy you a drink. And you're like, oh, no, I'm not drinking. What? You not drinking? When you stop drinking? When you did? That is because they got you stuck in your old you. You are not, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. You are allowed to grow and evolve. You are allowed to grow and evolve, period. Right? And sometimes you may have outgrown that person. You might have outgrown that situation, and that's just not you anymore. But you have the right to be who you want to be. If that's not what you want for your life, you don't have to be stuck there. You can move. And so your new identity takes on a whole different role. It takes on a whole different action. It takes on a whole different set of friends. It takes on a whole different set of actions and things that you're about to explore, right? It's going to take something different. Every single level is going to take something different, and it is okay. And I want you to be okay with your growth. I want you to be okay with the evolution of you. I want you to be okay when you say, I want to be this, but somebody was holding me back. I got to let that person go, because that person can't go with me. That person is not meant to go with me. And I'm going to be the new me by hook or by crook. I got to be there because I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this for my family. I got to do this. Like I said, I got to do this for my family. I got to do this for my legacy. I got to do this for my business. I got to do this for my soul. I got to do this. So I got to commit to this. And so if I got to commit to this, it's certain things that I can't allow to stick on me. If I'm an alcoholic, I can't hang around drinkers. If I'm a drug addict, I can't hang around drug addicts. If I was, you know what I'm saying? If I was all these things, I can't hang around those people. If I'm a married woman, I can't be around my single friends that's cheating and running the streets and thotting and bopping. I can't be that, right? Because that shows their actions are on me, because I'm affiliated with that. I'm involved in that. And then I may get the itch to go and do what they're doing. When I caught myself getting out of that, there's a reason why they say when you get clean, don't be in the same environment, because the same environment will pull you back in. The same environment will pull you back in, period. It's going to always pull you back in, right? So be okay with moving. Be okay with growing. Be okay with the evolving, because it's going to happen. It's natural. It's natural. So I want you to be okay with that. So that new you, don't feel no guilt because you changing. Don't feel no guilt. Don't feel no guilt because you can't stay on the phone with people for hours. Don't feel no guilt because you decide that you're not going to certain places and you're not hanging out with certain people. It's okay. Feel no guilt about that because this is your life. This is your life, and I don't need to make you feel comfortable and make you feel all right because we hanging out. No, I got different goals right now. My goal ain't to hang out and party and drink and do all of this with you and going at the clubs and doing all. That's not my goal. My goal is to do this, and if my goal is to be that, I need to be in the rooms with the people that are doing that. I need to be with the people that are doing that. I need to get myself outside of that so I can see what it looks like, so I can touch what it is, so I could get the feeling of it, so that I know I can have it too. I need to be in rooms like that because if I could touch it, I could have it. Right? So we need to get out of that thinking that we need to be in those environments and we have no choice. No, we have choices. We have choices. It's what you choose to do. It's what you choose to do. So let me check in the comments because you know how I go. I was going and going and going and going. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Miss Quell. Hey, Miss Quell. Oh, Bishop word yesterday. Oh, wow. Okay, Bishop. Yes, come on through, Bishop. I know that feeling. People always acting like you the same person. For real. You got the message. Amen. Time to evict the old and make room for the new. That's right. I'm up getting started. That's right. That's right. That's right. You have to. I'm moving forward. Okay. Yes. 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 I'm missing some of the chat over here. Like Jay-Z said, everybody look at you strange, saying you change. Like you worked that hard to stay the same. Facts. Facts. You didn't do all of this. You didn't bust your behind working 2 and 3 jobs and going to school and doing all of this so that you could stay there in the hood. Like you didn't. That's not what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? That may have been my circumstances before, but that's not where I want to be. And so I'm going to do everything that I need to do so I can get myself up out of there. So I can get myself up out of there. Do I want to live in the projects? Absolutely not. So guess where I'm going? Out. Out. How far are you going? As far as I need to go. As far as I need to go. And so you can't stay stuck in that mentality. A lot of people are stuck in the mentality, the jails of their brain. They're stuck in the jails of their thoughts. Let yourself free. Let yourself free, sis, and go. And soar. That is one of the words that I also want to use for this year, next year, is soar. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you are going to be your own superhero. You are going to have to save the day, period. Nobody's coming to save you. So you're going to have to put on your cape and you're going to have to soar. That is what you're going to need to do. And you need to look at that. When you start looking at things like that, like it's nobody's fault but my own at, you know, where I'm at, because I have a choice. I'm an adult. I have a choice to move or stay or grow. And I chose to stay and stay stuck, or whatever it is, but choose to accept what that is because you had the choice, right? So I accept that, and now moving past that because I'm not going to allow that to hinder me anymore. That is not going to be in my way anymore. That's not going to be a part of my story anymore, right? A lot of the times people hold on to their story because they want that emotion from people. They want people to give you that emotion, right? Oh, I'm so sorry that happened, because it makes you feel some type of way, right? But you don't have to stay stuck on that. You don't have to stay stuck. And that story is a story that doesn't have to stay stuck on you. You can let that story go. Release it. Release it. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning. Release that story. So today I will act like the me I need to be for everything that I want for my life. All my goals, whatever I see for myself, whatever the vision is that I have for myself, whatever God's vision that God put on me, whatever that vision is I am going to do all the things that are going to be working towards that. Period. And I'm not letting people get in my way, and I'm not letting people stop me, because I've done that long enough. We are good and grown. I think everybody in here, I don't think anybody in here is 19, 20, right? We are good and grown. We live plenty of life, and we do not have to let any of that stay stuck on us. That is not going to be a part of the story that we tell from here on out. It is not going to be the part of our story, right? The part of our story right now is growth and success, abundance and joy. This is going to be the story that we tell from now on. Yes, yes, and yes. Does everybody feel me in the chat? Put ones in the chat. Put twos if you don't, and it's okay if you don't feel me, because everybody don't have to feel me. We don't have to feel the same way. Again, it's a gift. You can take it or leave it. Take the part you want. Keep the part you want. Release the part you don't. That's fine. That's fine. But if you feel what I'm saying today, somebody put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Ones in the chat. And I wrote down, I want you to get outside of your comfort zone. I want you to do things outside of your comfort zone. If that requires you to go to networking events and start talking to new people, if that requires you to take new classes and meet new people. I took a class yesterday, and I took the class. You already know. If y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know I love me some David Shands. So David Shands, Neo, and Wall Street Trapper, they got a class together. It's a 3D, a 3-day 3D, I forgot what it's called. Grow your success summit or something like that. Something like that. So I was in the class, and everybody, he was like, I use my friends. And he was like, do I use my friends? I could. And he was like, I absolutely use my friends. I use my friends to help me. I use my friends to benefit me, right? And he was like, is that a good or a bad thing? And he was like, it would be a bad thing if I was just being the person that was taking all the time. But if we are reciprocating and we are using each other, it is a good way of using people. People say, you using me, and it is a negative thing. But it's a negative thing when people are only just taking, or they're using it to their advantage just so they could pick your brain and they could go about their way and do their thing, right? But when you are reciprocating, you are benefiting from somebody using you, because you're using somebody else, and you get to benefit from each other's information, right? And so I was like, oh, that's good. So I typed in the chat, I was like, can I use anybody? I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Would anybody like to go live with me? And whatever. And so people started responding. That's not something that I would do. Normally, if I sat in a class, I would just respond to the speaker, and I wouldn't really say anything and ask any questions like that. I would just respond. Like if they said put something in the chat or, whatever, I would just respond to them. Good morning, Deltra. I would never speak to the people, attending the classes as well. So I decided I'm going to step outside my comfort zone, because this new me, new day, new outlook. I was like, let me see if anybody would like to go live with me. And there was a lot of people who wanted to go live with me. And I was like, good. And then I could also use them in my bubble babe. So if they do skincare, whatever, then we can speak about skincare, da 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 da. So that was outside my comfort zone. So I'm asking you, and the reason why I am doing all the things and showing up this way is because I need you guys to see that I'm leading by example, that I'm not just telling you guys to do something that I would not do. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm telling you, I'm showing up every day. I don't feel like doing my makeup. When I get off of here, my makeup is coming off. I don't wear makeup all day. I'm not wearing it. There's no reason for me to wear it. I'm not going anywhere to wear the makeup. When I get off, I'm taking it off. But I said I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to show up for you guys. And so I committed to doing what I have to do in the morning to show up, right? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. So that is what I'm doing. I'm leading by example. Right? So you don't say, oh, who she thinks she is. She don't even do that herself. No. If I told you to do it, it's because I do it. Right? If I'm telling you to do it, it's because I do it. So everybody is cool with that? Everybody is cool. Put a one in the chat, one in the chat, one in the chat, one in the chat. The comfort zone is nothing but a graveyard for your dreams and ideas. I don't know who said that, but that is absolutely truth. The comfort zone is nice and comfortable and cozy and warm, and you don't feel no tension, nothing stressing you out in the comfort zone. You good and cozy in the comfort zone. That's not where you want to be. You don't want to be in the comfort zone, because once you start feeling warm and cozy, that means, I'm not growing. I need to move. I need to move. I need to feel I need to feel that discomfort for a minute, because I need to know that I'm learning and I'm growing. I'm learning and I'm growing, and I need to know that. Good morning, D. I need to know that. Right? So, yes, everybody get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Like I said, Les Brown says, live full, die empty. Live full, die empty. Try all the things. Do all the things. Experiment. Experience all of the things. If they don't work, figure out another way, right? But try them, because you don't want to be like, I wish I did, I wish I did, I wish I did. Should something happen to you, when you lose your senses, when you lose your when you lose your faculties, when you lose your mind, when you lose your health or something like that, and it could just be just a little scare, or it could be something that's going to take you down for a little bit of time. You sit there and you start thinking, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why did I not show up for myself? Why didn't I start that business? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I spend more time with my family? Why didn't I leave something for my kids? Why did you get into that mindset? Why should you get into that mindset way after life, after you sat there and let life beat you up, and then you sit there in the moments when you can't do anything about it, when you could have done all the things, when you could do something about it. So this is the time. You healthy, you alive, your mind is in the right place. And I'm glad you're here, right? Your mind is in the right place. Do all those things now, because if something should happen, and I'm not saying that it will ever happen, but just put yourself in a mindset that something could perhaps happen, because life is, unpredictable. So if something should happen, then I could at least say that I've done all the things that I could for my family, for myself, for my loved ones. I did everything that I could. I did everything that I could. Does everybody feel me what I'm saying right now? Do you want to, you are able body right here, right now. Why would you sit here and drag through life? Why would you sit here going through life mediocre? I tell my son this all the time. This is not the time for you to sit here being mediocre. This is your prime time for you to do all the things that you can. You got all the energy. You got all the mindset. You got everything that you need. What are you doing just dragging through, just floating through life? Stop floating through life, because this is your time to do it. This is your time to do it so you can stack and relax. Do all the things now, stack, relax, and then you could do whatever on your leisure. You could leave whatever on your leisure. You could do your passion projects on your leisure. You could leave something for somebody on your leisure. Right? So now is the time. Everybody in here, and then everybody ain't able-bodied, right? Some people have certain things, some elements, certain things that stop them from working as hard. But it's still, if you could get the job done, get the job done. Get the job done so that you could say, you know what? I did all the things. I did every single thing that I could possibly do. And even when I thought that I exhausted all of my possibilities, I found another way to do another thing. I'm going to exhaust all these things first, and then I'm going to see what else I could do. Because when or if something should ever happen, at least I know I did all those things. You can't move something and be like, I wish I started that soap business. I wish I started my business. I wish I started this. No, do it now. Do it now. Now is the time. Now is the time. These were the thoughts that forced me to put what I wanted to the forefront. Exactly. Yes. Always put everything and everyone's needs ahead of mine. And putting everyone's needs ahead of yours is not going to be able to move you to the next level. As a mother, you do those things because you have to do those things for your children, because you got to make sure that they're good, right? But you can't just be doing it for every single Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? You can't be doing that. You have to make sure that you are okay. Remember, you have to fill your own cup before you fill anybody else's cup. I got to make sure I take care of me before anybody else is taken care of, because when I want to start my business, you may or may not be there. And if you are not going to be there, I need to be okay with that too. Right? So I'm not going to put all my eggs into you, and you're not going to give me an egg. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to give me 2 eggs. You're not going to share. People aren't like that. And just because you think that you pour into people, you think that they're going to reciprocate. They usually don't. They usually don't. My mother used to say that to me all the time. She said, you get so hurt when when you get betrayed by somebody, or something happens that you didn't expect to happen from a friend, because you love so hard, you give so much, that you expect them to do the same for you. And people don't. And people don't. And the sooner you know that, the easier it is for you to move. You know what I'm saying? because everybody don't have your heart. Everybody don't have your morals and your values. Everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart. Some people may be acting like they do, and they may be using you the whole entire time, and then they just leave you in the dust, right? And so that may be for anybody, and you don't need to stay stuck there, because let it go. Let it go. You got to make sure you do for you. I got to do for me, mine, and my family. That's what I got to do. I got to make sure they're okay. Period. Anybody else, when I got time and if I want to, right? I'm not saying I won't be there if you need me, but if I got time and if I need to, then I'll do it. And I'm not going to sit there and listening to all your problems, and because I've done that. I'm sitting there listening and listening and listening and listening and listening for you to do the same thing all over again. So you're not even listening. You don't even want to know what I think. You don't even want to know, my suggestions or anything. So what do you even, I mean, yes, you need to vent. I get it. But if you ain't going to vent and change, I have no tolerance for that. If you're not going to vent to me and say all these things are so bad, but you're going to go back to do the same thing and repeat those same things again and again and again, don't waste my time, because I ain't got it. I ain't got it for you. I got time, but I ain't got it for you. I got time to do other things, right? And don't feel guilty about that either. Don't feel guilty about that either. New year, not new year, new day, new outlook. I'm not feeling guilty about your feelings. No. Put that in the chat. I'm not feeling guilty about anybody else's feelings. I'm not. I refuse. Why? Because you're going to put yourself in the same situation anyway. If you're going to put yourself in the same position anyway, then don't waste my time. Don't waste my time just because you think you want to vent to get it off your chest, but you want to do the same thing. I'm good. I'm good. You can keep it. Keep it to yourself, because I don't want it. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my head. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to take it with me. It's got to go. It's not a part of it's not a part of me. It's not a part of my new outlook. It's not a part of what I got to do. I got to let you go. Got to let you go. Excuse me. I'm not feeling guilty about anyone else's feelings, period. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'm not feeling guilty about anybody else's feelings, period. You giving me flashbacks to friends that I've stopped listening to. Where's that? I used to feel guilty. Not now. I'm like, stop asking me ish to not listen and repeat what you did. My time is valuable, sweetie. Period. Period. I'm not feeling guilty about anybody else's feelings. Period. I'm not feeling guilty about your feelings, because this is my life. This is what I need to do. This is me. This is me. I didn't come into this world with you. I didn't come into this world attached to you. So this is my life. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm not feeling guilty about anybody else's feelings. Put it in the chat. I am not feeling guilty about anybody else's feelings. And stop playing yourself small. Be tired of playing small. Like, this is not the time. This ain't that. This ain't that. This is the time for you to play as big as you possibly can. Dream big and bigger. This is the time. This is the time. Because if it's not, then what are you waiting for? What time are you waiting for you to actually try to dream big and bigger? When are you waiting for that to happen? When? If not now, if now ain't a good time, what's a good time for you? Is it when you get these kids off to college? Is it when you get this divorce? Is it when you get this relationship? Is it when you get out of college? Like, when is the time for you to start dreaming big and start working towards that? When are you going to do it? I want somebody in the chat to let me know. When is the perfect time for you to dream big if it's not now? If it's not now, when is it? When is it? It should be right now. Yes, you got kids. Yes, you got responsibilities. Yes, you going to school. Yes, you got a lot of things going on. Yes, this is happening, but you always have time. You should always have time to dream and to think about you. Again, this is your life. Good morning, Lauren. This is your life. When? Tomorrow is not promised. So if tomorrow is not promised, when do you think you're going to wait until these things are done? Because you don't even know if you're going to complete those things. Now is the time. Now is the time. Today. 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 Today is the time. Okay, there's no guarantees in life. The only guarantees in life is that you're going to die. That's the only guarantee that you are going to leave this world with. You're going to live and you're going to die. That is guaranteed. Right? Nobody wants to look at it like that because you want to think you're going to live forever. But the reality is everybody does not live forever. Right? And so we need to live life to the fullest. Like Les Brown said, live full, die empty. Do all the things, be all the things, experience all the things, like I was saying, right? Do it, because we are not guaranteed to be here the next year, the next year, the next year. You may not be able to finish doing all those things that you said that you want to accomplish before you start working on yourself. You may not be able to finish all those things. So now is the time. I want everybody to put in the chat, now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. How are you this morning? You look beautiful, sis. Thank you so much. I am amazing and I am blessed. I'm amazing and I'm blessed. Now is the time. Now is the time. You're going to issue, you're going to get off the pot. And you're not getting off the pot because you still got to live. So now is the time. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. I mean, you do have a choice, but you don't really. You know what I'm saying? You don't really. Now is the time. Now is the time. Deltra said now or never. Yes. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. That's right, Deltra. Now is the time. Now is the time. Everybody. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Yes, with the vocals. Say blessed and highly favored. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. And I want to know, because I wrote this down and I phrased it as a question, right? How many of you had the idea, had ideas, had visions, had dreams, and you felt it in your heart, you felt it in your spirit, and your mind talked you out of it? How many of you did that? Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. There's plenty of opportunities I talked myself out of. I had the idea, but I talked myself out of it because I thought I wasn't ready. Plenty of ideas. Plenty of times when I talked myself out of big rooms. Plenty of times I talked myself out of huge opportunities. Plenty of times I'm sabotaging myself. What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Right? Because what if those opportunities never come again? What am I doing this for? Right? I'm wanting these opportunities. I'm wanting growth. I'm wanting success, but I'm turning down huge opportunities that are going to take me and catapult me to the next level. But I am saying no because I think I'm not ready, because I am looking at what somebody else has or done or whatever and saying I don't know those things. So who am I to take that opportunity because I'm not ready? Who am I to take that opportunity because I'm not ready? What if that opportunity never, ever happens again? Right? I've done the self-sabotage. I know what it's about. I know what it feels like. And I know what it feels like to see somebody else in your space when you knew you had the opportunity to be in that space. Right? So how many times you've had the idea in your heart and your spirit and you let your mind talk you out of it? I am no longer feeling guilty about anybody else's feelings. That's right. That's right. How many times? And how much more time are you going to let that happen? How much time are you going to allow that to happen? I can't allow that to happen. I can't let that be a part of my story, because that being a part of my story shows that I'm not even showing up for myself. And if this is a new me, right? A new me, new outlook, I have to show up for myself. And if I didn't do those things, I didn't show up for myself. I didn't show up for myself. I didn't show up for my business, and I cowered it out. Right? And that's not what this is about. That's not what we doing here. That's not what we got going for this year. That's not what we got going into the next year, into the next year, into the next year. That's not what we're doing. Right? We're not doing that. We're not taking that with us. We are going to leave that in the dust. That's one of the things that we're going to leave in the dust. We're going to stay ready so we don't have to get ready. We're going to put ourselves in positions and in rooms where we are going to get ourselves, we're going to be ready for when these opportunities do happen. We can take them and not talk ourselves out of them, because who knows when these opportunities are going to come again. Yes, yes, and yes. Worse, I have let others talk me out of. Yes, yes, yes. Right? That's not a part of the new you. That is not a part of the new you. And what I want you to do is I want you guys to put on a piece of paper what it takes to be the new you. What it takes to be the new you. Does that look like classes? Does that look like coaching? Does that look like teaching? Does that look like taking classes? Does that look like you taking on a new hobby? Does that look like you taking on something else? What does it look like? Does it look like you traveling? Does it look like you having a warehouse? Like, what does the new you look like? You need to know. You need to know so you could physically see it on a piece of paper. And you need to know so that when you start moving outside of that, when you start operating outside of that, you could be like, that's not part of who I want to be. So I need to pull myself back over here, because this is what I said I want to do. I said I wanted to be a doctor. I need to be in college. I said I wanted to be a doctor. I need to be doing my time. I need to be doing all the things that I need to do in order for me to get my degree, or I need to be doing all the things that I need to do, you know what I'm saying, for my residency. I need to do all the things. But if you're not going to be doing all the things on your goals list, and you just going to be like, F these goals, F the new person, then you might as well just go ahead and just do that over there. Because what you say you want, you don't really want. But if you see it in your face and you're like, I may go off track, but I'm going to come right back. I'm going to come right back, because this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for my family. And you need to know why you're doing it, because once you know your why, you are going to fight for your life to get those things done. I know it's important for me. It was very important for me to take care of my kids and not have them in daycare. It was very important to me. So I did every single thing that I needed to do in order for that to happen. I made it so that I could be at every event. I made it so that I could be at every game, because I wanted to do that, and I had to fight for my life in order to do those things. Right? I am putting up the fight of my life, no matter what I got to do, whatever I have to sacrifice so that I could be at those games for my kids. I am going to do it. I did the same thing for my nephew when I was taking care of my nephew. I'm going to do the same thing, because I'm going to pour into you the way I pour into my own. Right? And it was important for me to do those things. And since it was important, things got to happen. Me going to the clubs at night, that's got to happen. Taking care of my household bills and everything, I got to make it happen. So you know what my hustle look like? My hustle look like a whole lot different than a lot of people who have a two-parent income, and you know what I'm saying, or a lower mortgage or whatever. My hustle had to be different, because it was me. It's me, 2 kids, and I got to do what I got to do. My hustle was different. Right? I didn't just say, oh, I'm sewing because I feel like it. I'm sewing because I need to make sure that I could pay for this football camp. I need to pay for this thing. I need to pay for this instrument. I need to pay for this thing. I need to pay for food. I need to pay for our lights. My hustle was different, because now I'm sewing for a different reason. I'm not sewing because I like sewing. It's something that I like to do, but when you have to do it, you don't like it anymore. But I did it. My hustle was different, right? Because I had to move. I had to get these things out. I had to get cranking. I had not doing it because I like to do it anymore. Now I'm doing it because I have to survive. My kids have to survive, and my kids not only have to survive, they got to thrive. So I had to make sure I'm doing all the things. My hustle's going to look a whole lot different than somebody else's. My hustle is going to look like a whole lot different than somebody else's. Right? And that's okay. That's okay, but you got to remember that going into this new you have to remember that your hustle's got to be a whole lot different to match those goals that you have on that paper. Your hustle has got to be severe, severe. And you got to put it in your mind that I'm going to do it. I'm going to fight for my life to get these things done. It has to be something that is important to you. It has to be important to your why. It has to be important to your reasoning why you're doing this, for whom you're doing this. It's got to be that important to you. It's got to. Because if it's not that important to you, then it's not important for you to even make that goal. Right? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So I have on your notes, I said follow your heart, because you have something in you. Follow your heart. Never listen to your mind. Your mind is going to do things to make you comfortable. You feel uncomfortable, your mind is going to make you comfortable. You feel danger, your mind is going to get you out of the danger, right? So if you feel that starting something is making you fearful, your mind is going to be like, well, you don't have to do it, because if you're scared to do it, don't you worry about it. You don't have to do it. Your mind is going to coddle you. Your mind is going to protect you. Stop listening to your mind. Listen to your heart. Listen to your spirit and follow it, and let that guide you. Let that guide you. Don't listen to what your mind is saying. Your mind, like I said, you have more negative thoughts and you have positive thoughts every day. Do you know how many thoughts you have about yourself, and most of them are not positive? Most of your thoughts are not even positive about your own self. Like it's enough that we have negative thoughts about all kinds of things, right? But imagine having all those negative thoughts about yourself. You're thinking so negatively about yourself, and you talking all these negative things into yourself. You can't trust your mind. You can't trust your mind. Your mind is telling you can't do things. Your mind is telling you fat. Your mind is telling you ugly. Your mind is telling you that you can't do certain things. It's in there. These are the negatives. This is the self-talk that we're telling ourselves. Can you imagine talking to yourself like that? I said before, if somebody else said those things that you're thinking in your mind to you, you would want to punch them in their face. You would want to fight them. But yet you allow yourself to say these things to you, and you're cool with it. They may bother you, but they keep on arising. They keep on showing up, and they keep on. You make a home for them. You get them a seat, get them a drink, sit down, relax. You letting them stay there, right? You wouldn't do that with a person saying that to you to your face, right? So why would you do it? Why would you abuse yourself? Why would you abuse yourself? You need to, as I said, you need to speak kind to yourself. You need to speak love into yourself. You need to affirm. You need to believe. You need to know that you are a child of God. You are a child of God, and you are amazing. There's nothing in you or on you on accident. Right? So if we believe that to be true, like we were saying yesterday, if you believe that to be true, then who are you to be talking negatively about yourself? If God puts something on you, who are you to be speaking negatively about yourself? Right? Battlefield of the mind, I'm telling you. So listen, if it's in your heart, it's in your spirit, do it. Listen to that. Let that guide you. Right? Let that guide you. You have to be actively engaged in your own life. Nobody is going to be the person that are moving the pieces on the board for you. You moving your own pieces. If you allow other people to move the pieces on the board for you, then that's on you. If you allow people to take control of you through emotions, through actions, through things like that, if you allow those people to take control of you, then that's on you. But be the person that looks at it and be like, no, nobody is going to control these pieces on the board. I'm going to control the pieces of the board. I am going to control my life. I am in charge of where I'm going. Nobody else is the driver of this car on my path, on my destination to my journey. On my journey to my destination. Ain't nobody there. Right? This is me. I'm going to be the driver. I'm going to navigate this. There's nobody that I'm going to allow to get in my driver's seat and drive me to where I want to go, because I am the driver. This is my road. This is my path. And this is what I am deciding that I am going to do. Period. I'm not allowing anybody to move my pieces. I'm not allowing. You decide that you are going to take control of your own life. You decide that you want to be better for yourself. You are the decision maker. Good morning, love. You are the decision maker. Period. Period. For the past 20 years, I've let haters take control of my life. No more. How can I join your email list? And if you go to Bubble Babes University, .com, and that's BABEZ. At the top, there's a little bar. You can click right there, and it'll send you over to my email list. But everybody, if you just walked in the door and you don't know, we have a challenge right at the bottom of the screen. I have the Facebook group. What I want you to do is I want you to write. I want you to record a video of yourself, and I want you to say who you are, what you do, how we can find you, and why you do it. And I want you to go put it in the video. I want you to put the video in the Facebook group. Again, I have two, so join both of them, but only put it in the one with the white laptop at the top. Don't put it in the other one, because I have to figure out how to merge those two. I do it all the time, shaking my head. Come on. Come on. It has to be perfect. I'm not ready. It won't sell. All of the excuses. You got to release yourself from the excuses. Release yourself. I release myself. I am not letting my excuses hold me captive. I am not going to live in the jail of my mind. I am going to release myself. I'm not allowing these things to stay. They can't stay. This is not a part of my growth. They cannot be here. They cannot be here. They have to go. They have to go. My new outlook, my new persona, my new me has nothing to do with these excuses that I have been allowing to hold me down and keep me back in the past. That cannot be me. It cannot be me. I have to move on. I have to let that go. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I can let that go. I know how to release things, and I'm going to release it. It may be a struggle. It may take me some time, but I am committing to releasing it so that I can go past this and get to the next level that I say that I want to be at. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. What I have here. Romans, I don't even know how come every time I'm speaking it leads to a Bible verse, but listen, I let it go. I let it go where it goes, right? So Romans chapter 12, verse 2, and be not conformed to the world, by ye transformed by renewing of the mind, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let me say that again, because I'm reading it and I'm saying it the way I want to say it. So I'm going to say it the way I want to say it. And be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You get to renew your mind. Period. You get to have new thoughts. Period. You get to have new beliefs. Period. You could have new ideas. Period. The renewing of your mind, which means you are allowed to grow and change. You are not stuck in your old mindset. You can renew it. Be transformed by the renewing, transforming, becoming something different. Does not require you to stay the same. Does not require you to stay the same. Right? Does not. Does not. You can transform and you could renew yourself. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. You could be a transformer. I'm just joking. You could be whatever you want. You could evolve into a Pokemon if you want. You could be whatever you decide that you want to be. But it's not going to happen if you do not renew your mind. If you go into it with your old mindset, you are not going to be able to transform. Period. You can't transform into something that you had already. A transformation requires change. Transformation requires change. Transformations require a new mindset. It requires a different level you. It requires somebody who wants to do the work. That is what your transformation is, right? That is where you're going to see it. Transformation lies in the person that wants to do the work. Transformation lies in the person that wants to see that change. Transformation lies in that person who says, I'm committed to doing the things that I need to get me out of my old mindset so I can get into my new mindset, because I cannot get into this new life with that. I can't. I can't get into new doors with old keys. Period. Right? I can't get into new doors with old keys. The key don't work. The lock won't turn. I can't get in. So that's going to require you to become something different. It's going to require you to transform and evolve into something different. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And I want you guys to know that you got it. You've blessed with it. It's your birthright. You have it in you. You were born with it. Whether you see it and realize it or not, it's there. Is there. And this is going to be the time. This is the time that we are going to allow that to shine. This is the time that I'm going to allow myself to receive the blessings. This is the time that I'm going to allow myself to live in the moment. This is the time. Not later on in the future when everybody's out the house. Not whenever this is happening. No, now is the time that is going to happen. Because I'm in a fight for my life, period. I'm in a fight for my life. I'm in a fight for my transformation. I'm in a fight for my evolution. I'm in a fight to live my truth. I'm in a fight to live the way I am meant to live. Right? So I'm going to do this. I'm committed to the new me. Everybody, I am committed to the new me. Put it in the chat again. I am committed to the new me. To the new me. I'm not going to just be dragging through life. I'm not just going to be floating through life, hoping things happen. I'm not going to allow people to control the pieces on my board. I'm not going to allow people to drive my car to my destination. I'm not going to allow them to push me out the driver's seat so they can sit in it and they can drive and they can leave me on the road. I am not going to allow anybody to take me off my path, period. I'm going to stay in my lane and I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to do my thing until the wheels fall off, period. Period. 2022, I lived in the state of black fighting for in the state of black fighting for transformation. I got one more week to continue evolving and transforming. I allow myself to receive the blessings. I allow myself to receive the blessings. Yes, I am committed to the new me. I am committed to the new me. You have to commit to the new you. Period. Period. Again, it's your birthright. Remember, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Your new beliefs. Transforming. New beliefs. Those are the key takeaways. Right? Those are the takeaways. I am committed to the new me. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And be not conformed to this world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. Take that with you. Put it on a post-it, put it on your mirror, put it on your fridge, put it in your wallet, put it somewhere, take it with you. Take it with you so you know that whenever you start changing and you feel people saying, oh, you changing, thank you. Thank you. Because that means I'm doing what I'm meant to do. That means I'm doing what I set out to do. That means I am going in the direction that I want to go. Thank you so very much for telling me that I am changing, because change is not a bad thing. Change is not a bad thing, right? So I hope everybody got what they needed today from this live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that I spoke to you. And I want you to feel confident to know that it is okay to change. It is okay to move. It's okay to grow. It's okay to let people go. Do not feel guilty about it. A lot of us in our change, we feel guilty because we can't take people with us, and we trying to take people with us and they holding us back, and we doing all the things. And it just seems like, we can't move, but we can't move because we got so much on us. We got to let it go. We got to let it go. So everybody, do not forget to do the challenge. The challenge is right there at the bottom. Well, it's not at the bottom, but join the Facebook group. And I want you guys to go in, leave me a video, and I'm going to see everybody's video, who you are, what you do, how we can find you, and why you do it. Right? So I will be back tomorrow. If you're catching the replay, I'm here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you'd like to join us, come on and join us. If you have not yet even subscribed, girl, subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And that is it. I will see you guys back in the morning at 9 a.m. Oh, and everybody who took the content creation class, can you please let me know if you received the emails? Put one in the chat if you received the emails from the content creation class. I hope everyone have a blessed day. Bishop just came on. Okay, Bishop. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm right on time. I ended right on time, Jamie. Have a great day. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let me know if you received the email. And because I put the videos in there, I put the notes in there, and I also put the pillars of content in there. So let me know if you received everything. Put a 1 in the chat if you did. All right, so I don't know, maybe you guys didn't check your emails yet, but check your emails. I sent everything out, and let me know if you have any issues. Okay. If you have any issues. Were you in the class, Linda? I don't remember if you were in the class. Everybody who attended the class are supposed to have gotten the email. Okay, so Lois says she doesn't have an email. Okay, in Linda too. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. The email came from Bubble Babes University. Check your spam. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. I do, I do, I do. Everybody have an amazing day. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to go into my stories and I'm going to ask you if you received it or whatever. And then I have to resend it if you did not get it. Oh, Tiffany, you got it? Were you able to open the videos? Or did you try? If you didn't try yet, you could say no and just DM me and let me know when you do. Because I don't expect everybody to do everything I say at the drop of the dime. But if you, whenever you can, just let me know in my DM and I'll be cool with that. So everybody, oh, you okay? Cool, 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 cool. All right, everybody. So Lois and Linda. Deltra, you can see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got it. Okay, okay. No email, Sandra. Y'all check y'all spam because I sent it because I was trying to get all the people who had came to the class or not registered but attended the class. I had to personally send out the email myself. So it came from Bubble Babes University and it wasn't a part of the email marketing. So that's why I'm asking if it may have gotten messed up because I had to send them out personally. I didn't get it. All right. All right, everybody. So DM me and let me know if any further, and then I will look into it and I will do what I need to do. And you guys have an amazing Thursday. Y'all stay warm, except for the people in Florida like Betty Rose, who's got what she said 76 degrees. But everybody stay warm and make sure if you're in a place where you are having a weather advisory, make sure you have some food that you can eat out your cabinets and make sure you stay warm. And make sure you have water and batteries and like I got so much batteries, light, water, all the stuff you need. Make sure you got it. I've checked in no email. Okay. I am going to rewatch it after I finish Thinketh, As a Man Thinketh. Okay. Oh wait, Thinketh Like a Man. Wait a minute. Is it As a Man Thinketh? Are you talking about, Tiffany? Check no email. We supposed to have a blizzard. Yes, Trina. I love blizzards. I do. I don't like the after part, but I just like to see the snow falling all day. I don't want to even go in the snow. I just like that part. But you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys spending your valuable time with me. And hope you guys have an amazing day. Talk to y'all later.